Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to online classes and have a pleasant morning to all of you. Now, today we are going to read the poetic device used in the chapter The Last Bargain, and we will do the exercises of this chapter. We will go through the question answer of this chapter as well. So, let us start first with the summary of this chapter The Last Bargain. The Last Bargain is a poem written by famous and renowned Bengali poet Rabindranath Tagore. It is a poem about a person looking for a job. The speaker in the poem is searching for a job in which he does not have to lose his freedom. He receives the first proposal from a king. The king offers him power in return for his labor, but he refuses the king's offer. Then he receives the second offer from a rich man. He offers the speaker a lot of gold in return for his labor, but the speaker refuses his offer also. He receives the third offer from a beautiful girl. She says that she will give him smile in return for his labor. The speaker refuses her offer too. In the end, he finds a child playing on the seashore. The child says that he will offer him nothing in return for his service. The speaker accepts the child offer as he can still be a free man. So this was the summary of this chapter. You can make a note of the summary as well. You can pause and you can write down the notes of summary. Now we'll go through the poetic device used in this poem. The poetic device used in this poem are most of the time we have seen symbolism in this poem. Now first of all we'll have to understand what is called symbolism. Symbolism, it means an object or idea or person means something deep and not what the word means. Example for, we'll go through the poem and we'll check out where the symbolism has been used. Now you can see here that symbolism, stone paved road. Now you can see crooked lane. These are the symbolism. The deep meaning of these words are quite different. We'll see what are the deep meaning of these words. Crooked lane here symbolizes the hard and difficult path which the poet was traveling on. Stone paved road, that means symbolizes the hard and difficult path as well. Now similarly we can see the king in his chariot with sword in his hand. The king, right? This line, it is a symbolization, and it symbolizes the epitome of power, the power that king was having. Again we can see an old man came out with his bag full of gold. So in this uh, sentence it is symbolizing a wealth. And again in next para you can see a lady with smile. A lady with smile. I will hire you with a smile. This is the symbolism, and it means uh, beauty. It is symbolizing beauty. Now, in addition, the morning symbolizes the hope and courage, while the evening symbolizes dark. Evening here, it means you can say dark, and morning in the first stanza is symbolizing hope. Okay, now we'll see the second and poetic literary device which has been used in this poem is alliteration. Now, what is called alliteration? It is the repetition of consonant sound in a line. Now you can see, I was walking, the king came, the sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves made me a free man. These are the words, these are the phrase or sentence you can say, that is alliteration. Now you can see, I'll tell you how. I was walking. In this sentence, W sound is consonant sound, and it is a repetition of consonant sound in a line. So that's why W sound will be here alliteration. Now the king came. Then after the sun glistened on the sand, S sound has been repeated. Then after the sea waves, you can see S sound has been repeated. Made me, M sound has been repeated. So these are the poetic device used in this poem. Now we'll go through the exercise of this chapter. We'll go through the question answer of this chapter. Who is the speaker in this poem? So the speaker in this poem is Rabindranath Tagore, the poet himself. The king, sword in hand, suggests wealth, power, more power than wealth. So you can see the correct option will be option number 2. Mark the appropriate item in the context of 1. So you can choose the answer from stanza 1. It has been discussed, it has been written in the question. Third question is that the old man offered the speaker a lot of money. Why did he turn down the offer? Now, to answer this question, the answer for the question third question would be the man did not need money. He valued his freedom more than becoming a slave for gold. Now we'll go to fourth number question. Find the poem lines that matches the following. Read both one after another. I have nothing to give you except goodwill and cheer. Right? So I hire it. The answer would be I hire you with nothing. Second is her happiness was no more than sorrow in disguise. So the answer for this question would be the king's might was not worth much. To answer of this question is but his power counted for naught. And the answer for second question would be her smile paled and melted into tears. Now we'll go to the question number 5. Question number 5 is how did the speaker feel after talking to the child on the beach? The answer for this question would be the speaker felt uh, after meeting the child that he would get satisfaction and joy and freedom. Now we'll see some long question answer. The question would be made from this chapter would be what is a bargain? What attempts does the man make to strike a bargain? The answer would be a bargain is an agreement in which parties promise to do something for each other. The man wants to be hired. The king tries to hire him with his power, but for the man, power counts for nothing. Then comes a rich old man with his gold coins. The third person who wants to hire the man is pretty girl, but man does not need power, gold, and sweet love. He finally strikes a bargain with a little child for no price. His satisfaction is that he will remain a free man. Now, the second question would be in long question answer would be, what is the speaker's last bargain? Why does he call it the best? The speaker final bargain is with a child playing with shells on the sea beach. The child has nothing to pay in return. Still, the man strikes the deal. Playing with the child will make him a free man and not a slave or servant. Now the third question would be, and the last question would be from this question, long question answer. What message does Tagore's poem convey? What does he try to highlight? The poem has a profound message, that is freedom. Freedom is more desirable than power, gold, or beauty. An employee becomes a slave or servant. He offers his service on payment, so his duty bound to work for his employer. Playing with a child ensures the man's freedom. So, dear student, now we have finished this chapter, poetic device used in this chapter, and then we have also finished the exercises and question answer of this chapter also. So I will recommend you guys to go through the video completely, listen it completely when you are making notes. It will be quite helpful for you people uh, to write down the answer by listening me, and we will now go and read another chapter in next part of the video, next video. So till then, bye, take care, and have a nice day. Stay healthy. Thank you, everyone.